and onions, let's talk about the kings and queens you don't want us to know about. The Moors. The Moors were the original people of Europe and North Africa, also the birthplace of the Caucasus Mountain people, which explains who created them and why they hide them. Anyway, the Moors were warriors, scholars, architects, and rulers. And if I didn't mention it already, they were melanated people. They ruled what we know as Spain for nearly 800 years, bringing advancements in science, medicine, astronomy, and libraries and universities, while much of Europe was in the Dark Ages. This is documented Eurocentric history. They just don't teach it like this to anyone in this country. The Moors were sophisticated and very powerful. And yes, many were undeniably black. A pride that no cave dweller could ever disrupt. A pride that you see within Black Americans today. And let's be clear, Black people didn't just arrive in the Americas via slavery. There's evidence from Olmec heads to oral histories that suggest that melanated presence was here long before Columbus or any other made-up unicorn. Black Americans are indigenous to this land. Black people have always been here, and they've been here before anyone else. Their history is global, profound, and deliberately erased. You're learning about the history of Europe as a volunteer service from a fellow human. Your country doesn't respect you enough to tell you the truth. They'd rather chuckle at your ignorance and self-deprecating envy disguised as racism than to tell you the truth about where the hell you come from. Black Americans know their history because they created it. Settlers have no idea where they're from, because their ancestry begins at a boat. So the next time you try to tell Black Americans that their history starts with slavery, the history of the Moors stops that propaganda right in its tracks. That's why it's a deliberate effort to ensure that you know little to no history about them. That whole "we was kangs" thing that you do isn't a joke or made up. It's actually true. Black people were the original royalty. The entire British monarchy is just a cosplay of the Moors. Absolutely nothing that you see was originated by hands covered in liver spots. Colonizers have never created nothing more than a problem. But all problems do eventually get solved.